to welcome students, our new and returning students, we hope, to our new way of delivering our university experience. And we're really delighted that all of you have joined us this morning. And this session is a very informal session. It's really, I'm not doing any presentations or anything. It's really a chance for us to chat, for you to get to know me a little bit, and for me to get to know you a little bit. But let me just tell you a little bit about myself and about the Faculty of Science to get us going. And then maybe we'll start just to bring you all into the conversation so we can have a chat. So my name is Chris Moore, and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Science at Dalhousie University. And I've been in this position for 10 years. I've been a faculty member at Dalhousie since 1988, so a long time, over 30 years at Dalhousie. It's a wonderful place to live and to work. I've enjoyed my time here immensely. I have the great privilege of being the Dean of the Faculty of Science now, and have been for the last, as I said, 10 years. Faculty of Science is a fantastic faculty. We have some of the greatest researchers and teachers in the university, some of the greatest researchers in the world, in fact, are here at Dalhousie, whether in marine biology or oceanography or physics or chemistry or psychology. We have just a truly outstanding group of faculty members, and their real passion is to do research, to generate new knowledge, and to share that knowledge with you, their students, through the teaching that they do. So we really enjoy interacting with our students and learning where you're from, and then helping you achieve your ambition in becoming a scientist of some kind or other. So what I wanted to do was just give you a chance, if you have any questions, to ask me, them, or just to tell me about yourselves and about, what is it that attracts you to science, and what is it that attracts you to Dalhousie and to the Faculty of Science, and then hopefully we can take it from there and have an interesting conversation. So I see we have quite a few people already logged on, and be great if you all could, if you see the chat box at the side of your screen, your team screen, if you could just put in there if you have a question. Well, maybe raise your hand first of all. You see the little hand icon. If you can raise your hand, I'll call on you and you can ask a question or make a comment. But it'd be nice if everybody could just put in the chat, where are you calling in from today? Because we always, the Faculty of Science is a very, very international and very national faculty. We have students obviously from Halifax and from Nova Scotia, but we also have students from right across the country. And I just see Sophia there from New Brunswick, which is great. Another Moncton, New Brunswick, another one from Halifax, Ontario. So you see already we're getting students from across the country. Ryan from Bermuda, and Malaysia, Marcus, welcome. So we have, we have a very international student body as well, and that's part of what makes the experience here so vibrant and fulfilling, is the ability to meet people from not just close to where you live, but from right across the world. And it means that you have a very rich and vibrant experience by being a student in the Faculty of Science. So let me just throw it out to folks and see, are there any, first of all, are there any questions that you may have for me? And if not, maybe I'll just ask each of you to say a little bit about yourselves. And if you're okay with it, when you want to speak, just put your camera on so we can see you, and just makes it a bit more of a personal experience, if that's okay. If you don't want to put your camera on, that's okay too. Don't worry about it. But feel free to put your cameras on as well. So let me first of all go to Flora from Brazil, but living in Moncton. That sounds interesting. Flora, do you want to tell us about your story and how you came from Brazil to Moncton? You're muted, Flora.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Hi, welcome. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you. So I'm from Brazil. I moved to Moncton 2 years ago, and came first, and I have no idea how university was going to be, but it was my plan to go to science, and with a lot of help, I decided that Dalhousie was the best option, and I was really glad with my decision. And when I got accepted, my entire family was so happy because it was my first choice.
That's great.
And I'm really excited. I'm going to medical science, and I'm doing
You
the
going
DISP
first year?
program.
Are you starting first year this year?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. Good. Well,
Yeah.
medical sciences is a great program.
Yeah.
And
I want to go to medicine later, so
okay.
Quite excited.
So did your whole family move from Brazil to Moncton?
No, only my mom and my stepfather.
Okay.
So to be the only family member from my father's side here, it's different.
Right. So I guess Moncton's a little bit different from Brazil, eh?
Yeah, for sure. So much smaller.
And a little bit colder, I imagine.
Yeah, a lot.
So what's your plan for September? Are you going to stay in Moncton and do all of your courses online for the first little while?
Yeah, and then move to Halifax for the second semester if everything goes right.
Yeah, we hope. I mean, we don't know at this point in time, and we can talk a little bit more about that if people want to. But, you know, I will say that you've chosen a really, really good program in medical sciences. It's a program we started about, must be about 6 years ago now, and it's been such a popular program, and the students who enroll in that program are really outstanding students. So I want to congratulate you on getting into that program, because it's actually a very, very competitive program, and it's a program that we sort of co-run with the Faculty of Medicine. And it is a program really that provides students with the very best preparation for, you know, for getting themselves ready to go into any form of health related profession, including, of course, medicine, but not limited to medicine as well. Many of the students in that program go into other health related professions as well. But it really does give you a very broad introduction to the you know, the variety of ways of thinking about the medical sciences. And it's also an extremely well supported program. So you probably heard from Julie Jordan already, and maybe Sarah Wells, and you know, they are extremely good at looking after the students in that program. So I think you're going to have a wonderful experience.
I'm already loving it.
Good, good. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you in person in Halifax before too long. Yeah.
Hope so. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
So I'm just looking down the chat here, and feel free, anybody who has a question or anything, just put your hands up. I see Victoria is asking about online labs. Do you want to ask the question in person, Victoria?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. So maybe I'll just talk a little bit about online labs, because obviously you know, this year is very different from our typical year, and of course people who go into science for the most part really enjoy the practical side of doing science, the experiential side of doing science. So for example, you know, getting into the lab and you know, maybe it's a biology lab where you're looking through a microscope, or even, you know, doing a dissection, or you know, running you know, processes like you know, PCR and so on. Or maybe you like being in the chemistry lab and doing synthesis or analysis, or maybe you like the field trips that are part of, you know, biology, marine biology, earth sciences, environmental sciences. You know, that experiential learning part of science is so important about, to help you become a scientist and help you understand what science really means. And it is sad, very sad, that we can't this year do those kind of practical, hands-on sorts of labs and provide that kind of experience for our students. I would like to say, however, that our faculty members are really, really dedicated. All of our instructors who run the labs have been working essentially round the clock through the summer to prepare versions of online labs that will be, I think, extremely inspiring to you and will really give you a very good sense of what the practical aspects of science are all about. So yes, you will not be in a lab in the first instance, but all of the labs will teach you about science in a very kind of online practical way, whether you're doing chemistry or whether you're doing psychology and neuroscience or whether you're doing physics or biology. So yes, you will have labs, but they will be online for this year. But I'm confident that, and knowing the instructors that we have, who are just really outstanding teachers, that they will be providing really top quality experiences for you, even in an online environment. So that's really the story on the online labs this year. But if you have a follow-up question, Victoria, feel free to ask, or if anybody else has a question about that, feel free to ask. I know that is a question that comes up a lot with our students in science because, of course, labs are so important to doing a science degree. What we're doing is providing the best possible kind of second best experience for you if you can't actually be physically in a lab.
If I could add also, everyone, my name is Allison. I work with Chris in the Dean's office. The whole summer drop-in series, this is kind of our first kickoff. We're actually doing a drop-in chat next Friday morning at 10 a.m. With a couple of our lab instructors and some of our instructors who lead some of our field courses, and they're going to talk about what they're doing to transition their field courses and their lab work to an online setting this year. So some of you might already be signed up for that, but if you're not, there is a link to the Eventbrite in the email that was sent out to you, and it'll be on our social media as well. So if you have more specific questions about labs too, we can certainly answer them here today too, but you can be face-to-face with some of our lab instructors next week as well. So just wanted to plug that we have this series going through the rest of the summer. So keep your eyes open for more opportunities like this.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for that reminder, Alison. Through these drop-in sessions, we're trying to provide sessions that will help you answer the questions that you might have for a variety of aspects of what it's like to be a science student. Of course, you can always get in touch with us directly as well if you have any other questions. I want to ask, is Ryan there? I want to ask Ryan how things are in Bermuda. Are you there, Ryan?
Might be muted. If you're muted, just unmute there.
I've been down to Bermuda a couple of times, and I have very fond memories of the island. It's such a beautiful place. So I wanted to get Ryan's perspective, but if he's not available, then let's see, who else have we got? Marcus, are you there? Marcus from Malaysia.
Hi.
Hi, Marcus. How are you?
I'm fine.
So what time is it in Malaysia now?
It's around 8:15 in Malaysia.
8:15 in the evening.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah.
So how are things in Malaysia?
It's okay, I guess. Nothing much happened in Malaysia.
And are you a first year student, Marcus?
Yeah, first year student.
So how did you find Dalhousie, and why did you choose Dalhousie right across the other side of the world?
Oh, because my mom wanted me to enroll in Dalhousie.
Yeah.
So like I was like, okay, so why not give it a shot? And then
How did your mom know about Dalhousie?
Sorry?
How did your mother know about Dalhousie?
It's from her friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good to know. That means we have a reputation right across the world.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking of doing in your degree, Marcus?
Most likely biochemistry.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a fantastic biochemistry program here. The biochemistry department is also, just like medical sciences that we talked about with Laura, biochemistry is also shared with the faculty of medicine. So it's really integrated into the faculty of medicine as well. And it's taught by, again, very strong faculty members, very strong researchers. So I think you'll have a great program.
Okay.
And what are you hoping to be able to travel to Canada as soon as possible?
Most likely I will be traveling next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll be staying in Malaysia for a while.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. We pretty much have to stay put for the moment, but it'll be fun to welcome you to Halifax when the time comes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
I
Ryan,
had seen,
Ryan can't get his microphone working. That's too bad, Ryan.
But having a warm summer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love Bermuda. It's just a wonderful place, just a beautiful island. We actually have in the Faculty of Science, we actually have a joint program with one of the oceanographic institutes in Bermuda. So our marine biologists actually can do a course down there or get research experience at the Bermuda Institute for Oceanographic Sciences, or BIOS. So it's a nice partnership that we have with Bermuda. So some of our marine biologists, we always send a few students down there every year to get experience working in Bermuda. So that's one of our nice little partnerships that we have with Bermuda. Okay, anybody else want to pop in to say a few words? Carmen, I saw you put your video on. Do you want to say hi?
I'm just wondering, the chat's disabled for me, and I don't know. Like, it says that the administrator disabled it.
The chat is disabled for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is everyone having that? Oh no.
Well, tell it now. You're on screen, Carmen. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, you've gone off again.
Oh, so I'm from Morale, Prince Edward Island.
Great.
I think I might do either microbiology and immunology or neuroscience for my degree. Don't know for sure yet.
Sure. And so you're in PEI right now?
Yeah, I am.
So how's the summer over there on the island?
It's been really hot. Nice beach days lately.
Good. Yeah. And are you, like, you're in the Atlantic bubble? Are you thinking of traveling, or are you going to stay home?
I might do a bit of traveling, like to Halifax and back maybe. We went to Moncton the other day.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I should take advantage of the Atlantic bubble while we have it, and just travel around a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, just on your degree choices, I mean, both of those are great choices as well. I mean, neuroscience is becoming more and more popular as a major. It's one of our sort of growth areas, if you like. It's grown hugely over the last few years, and more people are getting interested in it, because it really sits at the if you like, at the intersection between a number of different sciences, right? I mean, it's related to psychology, of course. It's in the Department of Psychology and Neuroscience, because it's about the brain and how the brain organizes behavior and mental processes. But it also has a lot of content that is more quite biological, right? So you have to do cell biology and some other, really quite biological disciplines. So it's a very and it's a very good preparation if you want to do a health profession afterwards. If you want to go to medicine or something like that, it's a lot of our neuroscience students go in that direction. And of course, microbiology and immunology as well, very good programs, and also a very good preparation for any health-related profession that you might want to go into. Microbiology is the third program of the ones that we offer, along with medical sciences and biochemistry, that are done in partnership with the Faculty of Medicine. So the Department of Microbiology and Immunology is actually in the Faculty of Medicine, not in the Faculty of Science, but the students, the undergraduate students, are members of the Faculty of Science. But both really good options as you go forward. Are you a first-year student as well, Carmen?
I am.
Yeah, good. Good. Well, it's nice to see you, and thanks for popping in today.
Thanks for having us.
I'm just on Carmen's point. I hope the chat isn't disabled for everyone. Is everyone having an issue seeing the chat right now? Maybe by a show of hands. No, you can see it.
The chat's disabled for me.
That's really strange. I don't know why it's working for some and not for others.
Yeah. Okay, so anybody else want to jump in? I know we have folks from close by as well. So Emma, you're from Halifax. You want to pop in and say hi? Emma's not with us either, or maybe her microphone isn't working. Just looking down the list here. And we have Aaron from Ontario. Aaron, are you there?
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for popping in. Sorry, did I get your name right? I'm sure I mispronounced it.
Yeah, no, it's Aaron.
Aaron, okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from in Ontario, and what are you hoping to do here at Dal?
I'm from Owen Sound. It's on Lake Huron.
Yeah.
I know a couple of people going to Dal who are in their second year. I decided to stay back a year and do a bit of traveling. Yeah.
So you took a gap year, did you?
Yeah, I went to Peru in February and got home just in time. Right before I got to finish my trip before everything kind of shut down.
Yeah, well, that was lucky.
Yeah, I did a jungle conservation program. It was.
Oh, fantastic! That must have been an amazing experience, was it?
It was. Yeah, it was really awesome.
Tell us a little bit about what you did there.
So there was a reserve, and we tried to bring animals onto the reserve just by setting out food. We also did agroforestry, permaculture, and just kind of learning about sustainability and working sustainably. Yeah,
that's great. How did you find out about that experience?
I did a lot of research. I went through IVHQ. It's a volunteer program. They work with a local team in Peru.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a lot of research on it because I knew I wanted to do something this year instead of going away. Yeah,
that's great. Well, that's a great way to spend a gap year. I bet you grew up a lot during that year, did you?
It was, a learning experience. It was very cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. So what are you thinking of? I assume are you staying in Ontario for the first semester?
No, I'm planning to come out to Halifax.
Okay, good.
I've filled out the form for the isolation room and everything.
Yeah, very good. And are you so it sounds like you're on the biology side of things, is that right?
Yeah, leaning that way. I'm doing the integrated science program.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
Yeah.
hoping to get a little bit of experience and everything, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm certainly not saying that people should have made up their minds at this point in time. I always tell our new first year students that you shouldn't make up your mind too early, because when you come to university, you get presented with such a wide range of different topics and sciences that, you know, well beyond what you would have experienced in high school, that your eyes will be open to things that you never even thought of. And sometimes you'll get turned on to new subjects and new areas that you weren't even aware of before, and you know, and you'll completely switch direction. You know, just to give you my own little story, you know, I started out in England when I was a student, and I thought I was going to do biochemistry, like Flora, but I ended up doing psychology. Became a psychology researcher and professor because I took a course in psychology as an elective, and it completely blew my mind. And from that point on, I said, okay, I'm doing psychology. And so, you know, it's you just never know what you're going to find out at university. And I always encourage our students to step outside their comfort zone a little bit in terms of the courses that they take, and try some different things. And you'll have some experiences, some courses that will just change the way you look at the world, and may even change your whole plan for your degree, your whole plan for your career, and so on. So like I say, I don't like to encourage people to make up their mind too early. But having said that, of course, I mean, I do want to say that our biology program here is really, really outstanding. And you know, we actually have, we run a couple of international field courses down the road. So not obviously in first year, but in third year. We have one that happens every so often in Sri Lanka, which is sounds like it might have some similar things to what you experience in Peru, Aaron, and we also sometimes run one in Belize as well, in Central America. So students can go down there and get you know, live at a field station and get really good experience in the, you know, in a conservation setting. So and then of course in marine, you may find, you know, Ontario, you're not used to living by the ocean, but you may find that marine biology takes your interest as well. And we have some of the best marine biology in the world happening here at Dalhousie. So anyway, great. Thanks for popping in, Aaron. It's really nice to meet you, and we look forward to welcoming you to Halifax.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Anybody else want to pop in? Just trying to give everybody a chance to say hi. Savannah?
Hi.
Hi, Savannah.
I'm from Sydney. I kind of got turned on to science when, like, I had a bit of trouble with mental health in my family too, when I was younger. So when I started going to therapy, and I went to a group therapy, and yeah, I just got really curious about like how the brain works and like the mind, and so I'm kind of interested in psychology, but I also like chemistry as well. So I haven't completely made my mind up. I'm just excited to go away.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think psychology is one of those subjects where, you know, we all in a sense have a natural interest in psychology, because we're all sort of what I like to call common sense psychologists. We're all able in a sense to do a bit of psychology in a common sense way. And in fact, that's what my book's called, The Development of Common Sense Psychology. So that's great that you're using your sort of personal experience to guide the things that you want to learn about. Obviously, I assume you would have signed up for first year psychology and neuroscience. Excuse me. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that course. It'll give you a really good overview of what the subject is from all different perspectives.
Yeah, I for my first year courses, I kind of took a wide range of, like, I took my requirements, but I felt like I got like a range so I could, determine kind of what direction I wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm not really set on one specific thing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to be clear, so you are going into first year, are you? You're starting first year this year?
I'm going into first year.
Yeah. So I assume you're probably doing psych and neuroscience and biology and chemistry and math, and then are you doing what's your fifth?
I'm doing political science.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a really nice range of things there, and that's going to really stretch your mind, and you'll have a good sense by the end of the year what direction you're leaning in, whether it's more in the kind of natural science chemistry area or whether it's more towards the psychology side of things. So I think that's a great set of choices there.
Yeah, definitely. And I was excited to go away, but as things have it, I'm not going away. I'm just going to stay home. And I just got a kitten.
Nice.
Got a kitten. So I'm not that disappointed that I'm staying home at least January. But yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
hopefully next year, things will be opened up and we can get to see you in person.
Yeah, definitely.
So how are things in Cape Breton this summer?
Well, things are like, they're hot one day and then the next day they're like downpouring rain and miserable, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, they're not too bad. Some days are like so hot you can barely go outside. But my aunt has a pool, so it hasn't been that bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks for popping in. It's great to meet you.
Thank you. Good to meet you too.
Yeah. So who else? Anybody else? I know we haven't talked to everybody yet. Catherine, I saw you put your screen on. Did you want to say hi?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's hot here.
Oh, I'm in Calgary, Alberta. It's 30 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. So where are you? Why are you choosing Dalhousie from Calgary? Any particular reason?
Well, I'm currently a second year in psychology and neuroscience. So, well, I initially chose it because, well, it's a bit different from the universities here. You do a general first year instead of like the first years here. You have to like pick a program like right from the start. But at Dalhousie, everything's like super general. Like everyone takes your basic bio, your basic chem, and then you decide what to do from there. Like it's super open, and I thought that was really neat.
Good. And did you come in thinking that you would do psychology, or did you get turned on to psychology in your first year?
Oh yeah, like I was initially gonna do like biology, and yeah, but I just kind of flipped to psychology because I took a first year psych class and was very interested in it.
So what aspects of psychology were the ones that really got you interested in going in that direction?
It was more of like the behavioral and like case study aspects of it, because those are like really interesting for me.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So, and I assume you're staying home for the next little while.
I'm actually not. Like I'll be living in residence in the fall. Yeah.
You're going to residence?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So you're going to be joining us then in a few weeks. Are you coming in in a couple of weeks?
On the 22nd, yeah.
22nd, yeah. So you got 2 weeks. At this point, you have to do 2 weeks of isolation, I guess, and then good. Well, it'd be great to have you here in Halifax. Good. Well, thanks for popping in today.
I have a question for Catherine, and it sounds like we have a lot of incoming first year students on the call today. And Catherine, what would be your main key piece of advice for our incoming first year students as someone who just recently finished their first year?
It's gonna be tough. Like, you're gonna expect it's gonna be easy, and then it's gonna be tough.
But you can do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I think one of the, I think you're right there, Catherine. I think, it's very different from high school. I think, that's one thing to say. And I think, but if you keep organized and you keep on top of all of your courses, I mean, I know that all of you will be able to get through just fine. Of course, the challenge this year a little bit is that because everything is online and is not quite as kind of scheduled or timetabled as normal. You really need to try to work on developing a timetable for yourself, so you know when you'll be working and on your coursework through the week. Because I think this year there will be a little bit more of a risk that things might slip. We'll of course do our best to keep everybody on track, and I know that our professors are working hard to make sure that their courses are very well organized for you and keep you on a schedule. And we're also putting in place a lot more advising resources this year, so students can reach out to folks in the faculty and get help if they need to. Okay, I just want to make sure that everybody who wants to say hi has a chance. So who else have we got? So Andre Abarca, you there?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Andre. Where are you calling from?
I'm actually from, I'm living in New Brunswick right now, in Miramichi.
Oh, nice. And what are you doing are you coming into first year?
Yes, I'm a first year.
Okay. And what are you thinking you're taking this year?
Actually thinking about, I'm entering medical sciences.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So you'll be in the same class as Flora then?
Oh, cool then.
Yeah. And what was it about medical sciences that inspired you to come to Dal?
Well, at first I really didn't know what I want to study, but then I actually did a co-op in my high school in a hospital, and I really liked the environment and inspired me to someday become a doctor.
Great.
And I saw the program in Dal, and it looked like exactly what I wanted to do for my future.
No, I think it is. I think, we designed that program, as I was saying before, specifically to provide the best possible training experience for undergraduates to really set them up to then go on to do a professional health related program. I mean, you all know, of course, that in order to become a health professional, you can't just do an undergraduate BSc. You have to go on and do another professional training afterwards, whether it's medicine or some other health professional, dentistry, or whatever it is. And so what we're trying to do with that program is to give you the best possible BSc experience so that you'll be prepared as well as you can be to enter into one of those health professions. We have, and as I said before, that program is delivered in collaboration with our faculty of medicine, who are very involved in designing of the program and making sure that the preparation that you get is very good for for entry into medical school. So yeah, and are you staying in New Brunswick or are you coming to Halifax?
I am going to live in residence, yeah.
You are? Okay. Do you have a place already?
Yep, I do, yeah.
Good. What residence are you in?
Le Marchand, I believe, yeah.
Marchand, yeah, very good. Yeah, that's one of the newer residences, so you'll have a good time there, I think.
I'm glad.
So when are you coming? You're in the Atlantic bubble, so you don't have to self-isolate. But when are you coming into Halifax? Beginning of September?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. Well, that's great, and we're so happy that you're joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on campus in September.
Me too. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Good. You too. I see a hand up from Sophia. Did you want to ask a question, Sophia? Just introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Sophia, and My camera says no available camera found, which is odd, but that's okay. Anyway, so my name's Sophia, and I'm from New Brunswick, and I'm heading up to residence this fall, and I'm in Lermarchand as well. Or Lermar, how's it pronounced? Lermarchand or
Lermarchand?
Okay. Or LMP.
We don't have very good French accents here in Halifax.
Yeah, me neither. So I should probably say Lermarchand. Yeah, I'll say that one. Anyway, yeah. So I'm really excited, and actually, I have a question about residence. Since I am in the Atlantic bubble, I don't need to self-isolate. But can we come up anytime within the first week of September, or are we like assigned a time to come in?
Okay, so that's a question I don't know the answer to at this point in time, but we can certainly find out for you or direct you to where you will be able to. And Alison, maybe you can help Sophia get the answer to that.
Yeah, no problem.
Normally what happens, Sophia, in residence is that there's move-in weekend where everybody arrives at the same time. My guess is that that's going to be changed this year for obvious reasons. You don't want everybody coming in at the same time. It gets very crowded. So my guess is that they're going to find a way to sort of stretch it out somehow. But off the top of my head, I don't know how that's being organized. So I would recommend that keep in contact with us. We should be able to find out for you, or if you want to just contact your resident services, they should be able to tell you as well.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
So what's your program? Do you know yet?
I'm just right now for my first year, I'm just doing the regular Bachelor of Science, and I want to head into biochem and molecular biology. But I'm also looking, like, now I'm seeing neuroscience and how it's evolving right now, and I'm really liking that idea. So now I'm kind of looking at the two of them at the moment.
Good.
But yeah, I'm keeping my horizons open. But yeah, my main major right now would be biochem and molecular biology.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, as we've said, through this morning, as we've discussed with some of the other students, those are both really, really good options.
Right.
And I think you just need to see, through first year, which one really grabs you. In your first year psych neuroscience, you'll have some modules on neuroscience. You'll get a very good sense of what neuroscience entails through that year. You don't do biochemistry in the first year, you do biology, but within biology there is a cell biology and a biochemistry module, so you'll get exposure to that too through your first year biology course.
Right.
And then even if you decide at the end of first year that you want to do one or the other, that doesn't necessarily mean that the gates are closed forever either, right? You can always switch depending on how your interests go. So as I said before, just keep your mind open and your options open, and you'll find your right path as time goes on.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
Sophia. Oh, sorry, this is Alison here. I just popped a link right in the chat. I'm not sure if the link chat is disabled for you or not, but
I see it. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. I think that has probably some more information on your question. But if you can't find that, then I would just email residents@dal.ca and they will let you know all the details.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
That's great. So thanks for joining us, Sophia.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm just trying to see whether there's anyone. I'm kind of starting to lose track of who we've talked to. Did we talk to Juliet already from Ontario? Yeah, I think we did. And Victoria, I know you asked a question before and you put in the chat that you want to do marine biology. Are you able to speak to us? Can you get your microphone working? No, looks like not. Okay, anybody else that we haven't? So Ira, we haven't talked to Ira yet. Ira, do you want to join?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm just fine, thanks. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Turks and Caicos Islands in the Caribbean.
Oh, wow. That's I think that's a first for us. That's great. So how are things down there in Turks and Caicos?
Right now it's pretty crazy because we have a cyclone passing us by, Cyclone Isaias.
Right. How close is it?
Pathway. But we're not like in the center of it.
Yeah.
But right now it's like just pretty windy.
Right. Are you going to get a lot of rain?
No, not really. We haven't.
Okay. So what is your so are you coming into first year, Ira?
Yes.
And tell me how you decided to come to Dalhousie.
Actually, in my first program that I applied for was Bachelor in Community Design, and I was already having like a dilemma whether to choose science or do architecture, and I got really afraid into applying for the Bachelor of Science because I was doubting what I could do. So I did I applied for the Bachelor of Community Design, but then after all the lockdown and what's been happening, I got really inspired to change my program.
Okay. And what do you think? What are your interests in science?
I'm really interested in biology, but right now I'm undeclared.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's lots of time, obviously, to find out, what exactly you're interested in doing. Of course, here we have a number of different biology-related programs. So, you can do a BSc in biology itself. You can do a BSc in marine biology. You can do, as other people have said, BSc in biochemistry or in microbiology or in neuroscience. All of them are connected to biology. So there's a huge amount of choice. So it's really about finding what works best for you.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about life in Turks and Caicos. What do you get up to in the summer?
I actually for my family we vacation every summer, but before vacation we live close to the beach, so we would usually every morning go to the beach, go snorkeling, paddling.
So it sounds like you should be a marine biologist.
You're surrounded by waters and like not even a movie theater, so the only fun you have here is water.
Right. So are you thinking that you'll come to Halifax at some point?
Hopefully next year, January, if possible.
Right.
Because I still haven't gotten my study permit.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to welcoming you as soon as we can.
Thank you.
But sounds like Turks and Caicos is not a bad place to be anyway. So how did you, and just one other question, Ira, how did you hear about Dalhousie and decide to come here?
My brother told me about it because he went to Holland College in PEI.
Oh,
and
yeah.
some people in Dalhousie, so I decided to give it a try. Great.
Well, we're delighted that you did, and like I say, we really look forward to welcoming you as soon as we can, hopefully in January, but we'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And I'm losing track of who we've talked to. Did we talk to Juliet?
I don't think so.
Juliet, are you with us?
I think she might be muted or, yeah.
And who else? Samantha?
Hi.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fredericton.
From Fredericton?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a lot of New Brunswick people on the call this morning.
Yeah.
So are you going into first year?
Yeah, I'm first year.
Good. And what's your why did you choose Dalhousie? What's your interest?
Actually, at first, I'm just interested in medical science, but I think there's no co-op for medical science, so I just choose science.
Okay. So you want to do a co-op degree, do you?
Yeah, I want to do co-op.
Right. So we have co-op options in a number of the majors, as you say, not in medical sciences, but in a number of the other majors there are co-op options. So yeah, and you know, you should look into that as soon as you get going next year and see which major would be the best one for the co-op that you're interested in.
Yes.
Are you more interested in the biological sciences then?
I'm interested in biochemistry, sorry, and microbiology.
Right. Okay. So you can do co-op in those options as well. So that's great. Good. And when are you thinking of coming to Halifax? You're in the Atlantic bubble, so you can come anytime.
Yeah, but I decided to stay with my family here for the next semester.
Yeah, good. Okay, so you take your courses online.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Do you have any questions about you know, how to get going next year?
Yes, because I didn't learn physics in high school, and I think right now I have no place to choose physics for the first semester, the first year either.
Yeah.
Is it going to be fine? Am I going to be fine without physics in science?
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's many different sciences within our program, as you've seen, and students can't do all of them. There's just too many, and so we tend to assume that the students who are on the more biological side, many of them won't do physics. You can always take physics in your second year if you want, first year physics in your second year. You don't have to take it in your first year. Right?
Okay. Yeah, and I'm planning to go to medical school too.
Right. So, I mean, I would say it's probably a good idea to take physics, but don't worry about taking it in your first year. You can take it later as you can take first year courses in later years. So you don't have to only take them in the first year. So I think, you know, your first year is probably going to be you're probably doing biology, chemistry, math and stats. And are you doing psychology and neuroscience as well?
I don't know yet, because I did AP psychology in my high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really difficult.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So what are your other first year courses that you've signed up for?
Performance. Yeah, that's the English requirements course, and writing requirements, and others just like biochemistry and math. That's what I have to take, and I think Spanish.
Oh, Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so I would recommend, you know, in your second year, then you take, you know, one or two of the other first year science courses, as well as your second year courses in the biology or biochemistry area.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Nice to see you.
I'm just going to make another plug for an upcoming drop-in session that we have later this summer, Samantha. It's just going to be about co-op opportunities in science.
Oh.
It'll be in that email that we sent out to you. There's a link in there to join the co-op one. So the Faculty of Science has, I think we have 11 co-op programs now and across our programs, and we're really lucky to work with a student coordinator who works through the co-op office at Dalhousie, and she just works with science students. So she's going to be answering questions on August 28th in another sort of virtual drop-in session. So if you have specific questions about co-op, then maybe think about joining that one, and Caitlin can answer some of your questions.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, no problem.
Thanks, Samantha.
Thank you.
So we're very, very close to time. I'm not sure whether we've chatted with Emma and Savannah. Have we chatted with either of you too? I don't want to miss anybody if you want to get on.
I dropped in a little late just because I got all messed up with the times.
That's
sorry.
Fine. No, to apologize. Hi, Emma.
Hi, I'm calling from Ottawa, Ontario.
Great.
And I'm going into DISP for my first year.
Great.
Oh, I guess I should turn my camera on. Hi.
Yeah, DISP is a great program. I mean, our goal there, I mean, that's really designed for students who are interested in doing some research in their first year, right? And so, hopefully, you'll have the opportunity to get involved in a little research project in your first year, as well as having a very integrated approach to the way the science is presented. So I think you'll have a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
So are you planning to come to Halifax? Or are you staying home for
I have to stay home for the fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And how did you hear about DISP?
I had a friend talk to me about going to Dalhousie because she's also going to Dalhousie. And then I was looking on the website and I saw to look at DISP as like of the first year program. And I just did a little research and I thought it was cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had done co-op in high school at Carleton. And I was in the entomology lab there. So I'm really interested in doing like research there. And I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. No, I think that sounds like a perfect program for you. I think you'll have a really good experience. Good. Well, thanks for joining us. And I just want to make sure, did we miss Savannah? Did you want to pop on and say hi?
I think we chatted with Savannah earlier.
Oh, did we? Sorry, Savannah. There's such a lot of people on the call. I can't remember who we said hi to and who we haven't. So look, it's 10 o'clock here in Halifax. I have to sign off because, of course, I have another meeting to go to. But I want to thank everybody for joining the call this morning. And it's been really nice getting to know you a little bit. And I'm just so excited that you're joining us either here in person or virtually from wherever you are. And I really look forward to the time when we can all be together again in person and making the most of our opportunities in science at Dalhousie. So thanks so much for joining, and please, if you have any further questions, feel free to get in touch. Keep an eye on our website. Our student community hub is there for you to give you all the information that you may need about joining Dalhousie this year. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. So all the best, everyone, and we will hopefully talk to you through the next few months. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.